Hey again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the OT with OT show dedicated to UNC-Pembroke wrestling and UNC-Pembroke Brave mentality. We're joined today by freshman Hayden from Vacaville, California, and senior Reggie from Pace, Florida. We'll be asking both of those young men some questions later and getting their experience at UNCP and their wrestling experience thus far in college. First, we're going to update you guys as to what everything has happened since we last aired from the Wolfpack duels. So since then, we've had a few competitions. We went out to the Midwest Classic, did an awesome job there. We finished 7th as a team, really about 5 or 6 points out of the top 3 places to bring them a trophy. So we felt good about the performance there. And then we took a break, went home for Christmas, came back, went back to Virginia, wrestled the Virginia duels. We're defending national champs there, and we defended our title again, brought back home the trophy again for the 2nd year in a row. Team did an awesome job there. Everybody fought, and guys did a really good job competing at that event. We came back, geared back up, wrestled a duel against Ocoker College. Did an awesome job there. We're shorthanded there, as we've been for most season, but guys found a way to take care of business, and we were able to defeat Coker for the 2nd year in a row. From there, we went out to Ohio and wrestled in the regional duels. Lost a tough match to Lake Erie College, but bounced back to get 2 wins against 2 pretty good opponents, Findlay and Ashland University. And then we came back home this past weekend and competed at home in 3 duels, one against Long Island University Post, one against Ferrum College, and the third match was for the Battle of the Belt against Anderson College, which we were able to retain for the 9th year in a row. And then just yesterday we competed against Newberry College and dropped a tough match, 18-15, and now we're gearing back up here to train and get back to our last home duel and senior night, get ready for a regional tournament. So again, now we're joined by these 2 young men, 2 student athletes. Both of these young men carried above a 3.0 GPA. They're the examples of what it means to be a student athlete in our program. We're very, very proud of them and excited for what they're doing for the program. So the first question will be directed towards Hayden. Hayden, what's been your experience thus far at UNCP, and what are some things you've learned from transition from high school wrestling to college wrestling?
One transition I learned was that you always got to do your best, and you always got to go a little extra, push the pace, and never give up. It's longer matches, and these kids are a lot tougher. So no one's gonna lay down, and you're gonna have to wrestle the entire 7 minutes.
That's great, Reggie. What do you have to say on that about just learning from high school wrestling to college wrestling? I mean, I know you've had some time in the program now, so I'm sure you have quite a bit of experience to draw from.
I totally agree with Hayden. College is a lot faster than high school wrestling. The kids are a lot tougher. You got to train harder, practice sometimes longer. You just got to go in there, bang, do all the grind, go through it, and just make sure you do what you need to do to get the victory.
So along with that, Reggie, what are some things you've done to be able to put in those extra mat time as far as, it not affecting your academics? I know you carry you're returning academic All-American. So what are some things you've done differently from a freshman year to now a 4th-year senior in the program that's allowed you to have free time to be able to focus on wrestling?
Some of the things that I do are get individuals in wrestling. They don't got to be that long. Sometimes I just, ask the coach after practice, like, hey, can you help me with this one position? Work on that for 15, 20 minutes. And even though it's not that long, it does help in the long run because you get in those positions during a match and you just think, man, I just worked on that yesterday. It helps you get through it, and it will help you get the victory.
Hayden, I guess followed on the same question. What are some things you've learned in these last, 3.5 months as you get ready to gear up for postseason that's helped you thus far?
Just mainly working on my endurance and my shape, getting extra workouts in, after classes. Always try to stay ahead of the game, putting more time on the clock than the other guy that I'm going to go against. So if that's just, doing some stance of motion on the mat or just a quick little 30 to 40-minute drill session. Everything counts, and just helping keep my weight down and just keep my endurance up has really changed my wrestling throughout the last couple months.
All right. This question obviously is geared towards both of you guys. I'll let Hayden answer it first. Can you guys give an example of maybe one of your better matches you've had this semester that you feel like it's helping you gear towards the postseason here? It could be a win or a loss that you feel like you really saw some things that worked that you're going to take from that match to move into the postseason.
Definitely would think last night the duel me against Newberry, wrestled against a guy that I lost to earlier in the year, got beat up pretty bad against. But I saw changes in my shape, and I was able to push the pace and push him around, and I gained the confidence knowing that I could beat that guy, maybe for that match to go to the national championship, and just gaining my endurance and my confidence, and just it was a loss, but it was definitely a huge improvement, especially against a guy that I've already competed with and hopefully going to go against again here in a couple weeks.
That's good stuff. Reggie, what about you?
I think an important match that boosted my confidence was definitely a match. It's actually from last night against Newberry. 2 days ago, the day before the match, I had a stomach virus, and I didn't think I was even going to be able to wrestle. But pushed through it, wrestled, came up with a victory. I won 3-2. I actually was down 2-0 being in the match. Got taken down very quickly. But I came back, got 2 escapes, rode the kid out, and just made me think that if I could do this after being out for a day, feeling horrible, that if I'm good, healthy, I'll be able to make it to the national or the NCAA championships and really push through and do some work.
That's good stuff. Good stuff. So Hayden, what do you think? What do you think the difference on the East Coast and the West Coast as far as just difference in environment and some of the things you've noticed? Obviously, I guess I'll even throw in there the difference between Pembroke and Vacaville.
Yeah, it's really different. The weather, it's not the same. It's a lot colder over here. It's different for me going from a big city right outside San Francisco to being in a small community. I think it's helped me a lot seeing a different aspect of life and seeing a different way people live, and it's made me gain as an individual and as a person. On the mat, off the mat, even, with my religious background and stuff like that, I can happily say that I wouldn't be who I am today if I didn't come here.
Reggie, you've obviously had some time here in college, and you being from Florida, nice hot Florida, what would be some differences you see in Florida, obviously the big cities, and small town Pembroke?
Some of the differences I see are, one, it's a lot colder up here. I'm not used to, waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning and it being 20 degrees. The other thing is, I'm from a small town, but not as small as this, so it's weird, driving through town and only seeing, 2 stoplights. And then the other big thing that I'm missing is the warm beach, being 20 minutes away, not 2 hours. And other than that, though, I do like Pembroke. I like, the small town, being, kind of know everybody. So, kind of, I like Pembroke.
Well, we actually have 5 stoplights in Pembroke, so Reggie was a little off on that one. So Hayden, what is probably one of your favorite Coach Johnson's sayings, and can you enlighten the audience about it?
Favorite Johnson saying? I like when you just you come in the room and it's actually not really a saying because I don't quite understand what you're saying, but sometimes it's like
That's a good one. That's a good one. I might have to enlighten the crowd about that, the audience about that at the end of this interview. We'll have to see. Reggie, what about you?
I think my favorite OT quote is, "When you look at it, just look at it. When you look at it."
That's another good one too. Well, gentlemen, is there anything else you guys like to have the audience know about you and with your time here at UNCP? And in addition to that, can you please enlighten the crowd what your major is and how you're doing so far academically.
Yeah, just it's been a good experience. It's a huge transition, but like I said, it's made me who I am as a person, and has helped me, gain and see a different aspect of life and learn different perspectives and really become a man over the last couple months. My major is I'm a criminal justice major here at University of North Carolina, Pembroke. I currently have a 3.4 GPA, and hopefully can bump that up and keep on working my way up the chain as I look to find a career in law enforcement.
Great. Reggie?
Just want to say hopefully the rest of the year, I'm a senior, I could go out with a bang, place the regionals, go nationals, do some work there. Hopefully I could also get another academic All-American award like I did last year. As you know, I'm a criminal justice major. Got a 3.3 and just ready to graduate and, do some stuff.
That's good. Appreciate that, Reggie and Hayden. Reggie actually is, has a job waiting for him back home, which is, one of the things we take pride in as we develop these young men. We're very, very happy about that, to know that when our guys are, finishing up here, they're in position to get, job opportunities, and they're prepared for it, not only because they have the academic, but they have the work ethic, and they have the experience from those early morning practices and being able to get up and do what you have to do when you're not feeling great. We hope you guys can join us again for our next episode, but before then, we will definitely be having two big important events in our program here. We have senior night. Reggie will be getting honored there with 5 other seniors on Tuesday night of next week. Make sure you join us here in the English East Zone Center, and also we'll be hosting the NCAA Division II Super Region 2 tournament here also in the English East Zone Center. So if you're around town or you're around the area, please make sure you join us for those two big events as we look to close out our season with another big postseason run. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap for this episode of OT with OT. We would like to thank Reggie Allen and Hayden Fry. These young men have one more thing they would like to say as far as their social media. We want you guys to follow them.
Yeah, guys, I need some followers, so go on Instagram, hit me up, follow me at Reggie_Dank. That's where it is.
Hayden?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, keep stuff posted, let you guys know how the season's going, and hopefully give you guys some support throughout the year. It would be nice to have some support back. It's at Hayden Fry 145. Simple as that.
You can also follow UNCP Wrestling on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Appreciate you guys joining us, and thanks again for joining us for another episode of OT with OT.
OT and OT. My bad, I wasn't even thinking.